Hey, we were just talking about all the fun times we've had.
Let's see, we do this and then we... Yep. And then we click this. Yeah. Some news from... Oh shit, maybe I should begin with that. Here we have it. Kick Sauber signed Nico Hülkenberg for 2025 ahead of the Audi transformation. And man, so this stuff that people were talking about, it was true. Oh, we need this paint. We need this one. And then we... Ooh, I should have one for paint and one for... Ooh. Or maybe not. Let's see, so... Let's move... Let's move Bottas to here. And then we move Nico Hülkenberg to here. Yeah, and I feel like most likely color signs will go to Sauber. So, but that's the question. Will now Kevin Magnussen still be in Haas? I mean, I feel like it's more likely Bottas go to Haas than Kevin Magnussen keep his seat. Yeah, and then we need to... Why do I need to choose this? Fucking stupid. Is there anything more I would want to change? Don't think so. Let's see, 2025. Alpine will probably not changing for that. Maybe if 2026 Ocon and Gasly want to leave. Oh yeah, doesn't Ocon need a new contract for 2025? He maybe leaves earlier. To someone better team like Williams. I mean, who knows? Andrew Newey is maybe going to Williams. So that could happen. I feel like Ricciardo will probably most likely stay. Tsunoda will also stay. I mean, it will be a dream to see Mick Schumacher in here. But he probably will not. Maybe will, if Gasly or Con leaves Renault, maybe, or Alpine, maybe then Mick Schumacher can finally join Formula 1 again. Yeah, Mick Schumacher, you need to leave. Like what Toto Wolff do with Max Verstappen is all talk. When it's actually time for signing, it will never happen. Fuck me. Okay. Let's see. Can we change something more? Nope. Nope. One day maybe this will hopefully get changed. That have now, or not color signs, but Hülkenberg have happened. Albon will still be there, but will Liam Lawson be here? I don't know. Or will even Antonelli be Mercedes here? Will Bottas go back to Mercedes? That's something. Yeah, we feel like this is not enough more changes that I can do for now. We could see. Do they say anything more? Nico will leave as the conclusion of the 2020 season. Yep, with Sauber securing stake. F1 team kick Sauber, come on. Securing his service for 2025 and beyond. Hülkenberg joined Force Haas in 2023 in a move that saw the German return to the sport after 3 years absence from full. Oh, that I would say. Maybe Hülkenberg will finally end his score with no podiums. No podiums slash how many races he have been in Formula 1. But now it's confirmed that 36-old will depart the American squad and make his way to Sauber at the end of the campaign. Speaking to Hülkenberg's departure, Ayao Komatsu installed as host team president general officer, replacing the designer, said, "I'd like to extend thanks to Nico." Yeah, this I mean, Nico Hülkenberg is the one that actually gives the team a lot of points. Let's see, what do we have? Drivers. driver standings. Where do we have Kevin Magnussen? Yeah, 1 point. Nico Hülkenberg 4 points. Kevin Magnussen is so washed. Wait, trigger return of Sauber team he pros represented in 2013. Oh my god, so long time ago. Okay, I feel like this reading will not give so much, so maybe the race. What Audi's first 2025 driver signing means for F1. Have maybe more interesting stuff to say. Probably not, but who knows? Play 10 minions. Play a game as a warrior, Death Knight, Demon Hunter, or Hunter. So a warrior game. Looks like it will be some mage and wait, paladin. Paladin, it will be one warrior game and then paladin. And whilst this happening, let's see what the race have to say.
Audi has made its first move in the F1 driver market by signing up veteran.
Didn't Ferrari more or less did that with Lewis Hamilton? Then Aston Martin with Alonso. Oh yeah, McLaren. And I think they signed Piastri. But I know something with Norris got signed, so they have done some. Who more did something? And they were talk about when they signed Lewis Hamilton, they did something with Leclerc also, so. Stake F1 team kick sub is maybe 4th to 5th, so not first.
And Nico Hülkenberg. It's a deal that will have a big impact on the 2025 F1 silly season, primarily in the back half of the grid, but also in terms of the key decision being made by one big-name driver. Hülkenberg's contract reunites him with the Sauber team he drove for with distinction back in
Man, it's 11 years ago.
2013, and with team CEO Andreas Seidel, boss of the Porsche sports car team, when Hülkenberg took his famous victory at Le Mans in 2015 alongside Nick Tandy and Earl Bamber. It's described as a multi-year deal that will keep him at the team beyond 2025. That means it's most likely a classic 2+1 deal, so 2 years locked in and some kind of option for the third. Hülkenberg's strong performances for
So, drive a bad car, then maybe drive one more bad car, and then you can say, nah, I don't want to drive more for a bad car.
Since his full-time F1 comeback at the start of 2023 have earned him the seat. While it's also fair to say that Audi was keen to sign a German driver. But as Seidel says,
No! So Mick Schumacher will not be the German they wanted.
Hülkenberg's experience will be valuable in helping build up a team with big ambitions, but a long way to go.
Oh man, couldn't Mick Schumacher be the one for this?
Crucially, it also gives Audi some breathing space when it comes to the identity of its...
The fuck is this? Just playing cards.
Skolemans, now that takes me back.
Okay, back
other
to
driver,
this.
and that's because it's
Oh shit. Yeah, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri only done, let's see, so 1, 2, 3.
Inside voices, please.
So Alex Albon and Max Verstappen always had their, maybe George Russell also, so Sauber is the 4th team to actually sign.
number 1 target, Ferrari's Carlos.
Fuck. So mean.
What now?
Yeah, what's now? Ruin everything.
Scolamance. Now that takes me back.
Sainz is taking his time. He's been offered a big money multi-year deal to be
I really wonder how likely do we actually think he will get into Red Bull, or how likely is Red Bull even is signing? Like I can't see it ever happening. So why not take, if you don't, I mean, for me it's Mercedes or Audi. Who do you go for? A team that are bad, they can be maybe good in future, or a team that are less bad, what will they be good? Probably not.
Audi's spearhead. However, he's understandably keen to stay in race-winning machinery, so has resolved to wait in.
Yeah, the copium going to Red Bull.
In case an opportunity comes up at Red Bull or Mercedes. And it's going to take some time for that to play out. By signing Hülkenberg, Audi has one of its targets in place and can give Sainz the time he needs. While there would be a risk of fielding a weakened lineup if it dithered on both.
Also, if Carlos Sainz doesn't go to Audi, who will they keep? Zhou Guanyu or Bottas?
Both seats, Audi can be confident there will be good fullback options available later in the year, whether that's the Alpine drivers, a new deal for Valtteri Bottas, or perhaps even a move for Williams ace Alex Albon. Sauber's ongoing transformation into the Audi Works team for 2026 has made it a powerful player in F1's driver market. For a team that has scored the least points since the start of last season to be in the hunt for a driver of Sainz's calibre, the only non-Red Bull driver to win a race in the past 18 months, shows how big its ambitions and pockets are. Red Bull's Helmut Marko has described the offer Audi made to Sainz as lucrative and has portrayed Sauber as a disruptive force in the so-called F1 silly season. The team is happy to be regarded as that, with Sauber managing director Alessandro Luni Bravi recently declaring his team a real player in the driver market.
Yeah, when you can become Audi, but not when your stake F1 team kicks Sauber. Then you're just a joke. And gambling joke. They are gambling your pit stop.
Sauber is keen to refresh its driver lineup completely, so while it's not impossible one of its incumbent drivers, Bottas and Zhou Guanyu, could stay on, it's extremely unlikely. But anyone who is eyeing up the other Audi seat must wait for Sainz to make his choice, and it could be quite some time before that happens.
Det spelar ingen roll vilken dröm man har. Det viktiga är att man har en. För drömmar kan göra det omöjliga möjligt.
Sauber is in an unusual position given it's a back half of the grid team that has emerged as a big player. But the bottom line is that in the short to medium term, it's not a seat that has massive appeal. Of course, every Formula One driver dreams of a seat in a top team that promises race wins, a shot at the World Championship and a big bucks contract. But few have that opportunity, meaning they are forced to have more modest ambitions. That's the difference between a drive someone wants and one they'll settle for. For some, it's about finding the most upwardly mobile option that could emerge as a front-runner in the future, which is exactly what the Audi Sauber project is. For others, it's about a team that offers the least worst package in the short term so they can show their skills and perhaps earn a better move next time round. But there's also those who are clinging desperately to their place in F1 and battling to avoid the nightmare scenario of being left standing when the
I mean, I understand Logan, but man, come on. Jürgen Joe. I don't feel like he's strung super hard, but hey, sure.
music stops. Then there's the flip side of that coin, the rising stars who are pushing for a race seat that will therefore act as career enders for the unlucky ones. This storyline is nothing new, but the 2025 driver market is particularly frenzied. While there was not a single change from the end of last season to the start of this, the grid at the beginning of 2025 will look very different. And things are moving even earlier than normal this season. The timing
Come on, give me something interesting to
and volatility of the driver market is primarily defined by the big moves. This year that means Lewis Hamilton heading to Ferrari. Such high-profile deals have a seismic impact on the driver market, with every player in some way affected by the ripples created. And each
even Lugasariant. I mean, you lose Hamilton going to Ferrari, it would ruin Lugasariant's career 100%.
Subsequent move creates another disturbance that makes the driver market incredibly unstable. In that regard, Hülkenberg's move comes strangely out of sequence. That's because his fellow drivers down the grid are waiting for the big teams to make their decisions. So that means whether or not Red Bull presses on with Sergio Perez, as appears likely, and Mercedes choosing between...
Wait, the fact did he say...
presses on with Sergio Perez, as appears likely, and...
Wow, you mean it? You mean not Carlos Sainz is more likely to get into the team?
Mercedes choosing between rookie Kimi Antonelli and Sainz for the seat. If the longest of long shots doesn't come off and it can't...
Yeah, if Max Verstappen for some reason want to leave Red Bull and join Mercedes for 2025, I feel like it will be the worst move ever.
Somehow land Max Verstappen. As team principal Toto Wolff said recently, Verstappen is a trigger point that will lead to other driver market...
Then he never leaves. Man, come on, Toto Wolff. Fucking talk about people that will join Mercedes to make the car better. Stop acting like Max Verstappen will make your team great again.
Falling, and that will have an effect even for the minor teams. So let's take a look at the state of play elsewhere.
Oh, nice! Finally, with something finally be said.
In the back half of the grid, and with RB part of its own detached ecosystem with Red Bull Racing, something we discussed in detail in a recent video, that means Sauber, Williams, Alpine and Haas. Alpine is one of the few works teams, but its miserable start to 2024 means it's far less attractive than it should be. Both drivers might want out. Esteban Ocon is on Audi's shortlist and could be a contender should Sainz say no, but teammate Pierre Gasly could also be available for 2025. Gasly's management has been sounding out other teams, including Williams, but he's giving Alpine the chance to make progress and convince him that it's the right place to commit his future to. Alpine...
Wait, man. Slow down. Let's see.
Alpine the chance to make progress and convince him that it's the right place to commit his future to. Alpine should aim to keep hold of at least one of its current drivers, and right now that seems more likely to be Gasly, but it's no foregone conclusion it can keep either. Ocon has...
Man, come on Mercedes, sign Esteban Ocon. And then the team spirit in Mercedes can get ruined so fast. George Russell and Esteban Ocon start doing some crashes. It's like Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg.
Been the stronger driver so far this season.
Yeah. Back to that fun teamwork.
But like Gasly, his management is also looking around for alternatives. That includes Williams, a team that is casting the net far and wide in its driver conversations, given the fact that Logan Sargent is almost certain to be replaced for next year, if not earlier. And while Williams has an option on Albon, it's not yet picked it up. His future could depend on a new long-term deal for 2025 and beyond being agreed, as Williams is keen for a long-term commitment from Albon and could let him go if his future for 2026 and beyond.
Let's see, who's more? Yeah, Carlos Sainz 2024, Perez 2024. Oh, both can leave. And the day also 2024. They also 2024. What about the rolling? Yeah, George Russell 2025, so he's don't have to care. Will it still be Mercedes? Okay.
Is elsewhere. Alpine's hopes of keeping one or both of its current drivers will depend on its performances improving, and fast.
What now?
Right now, there are 4 drivers whose F1 careers appear in most mortal peril. They are Sauber pairing Bottas and Joe, Aspetter and Kevin Magnussen, and Sargent at Williams. It's difficult to see more than 2 of those 4 drivers being on the grid next year.
I don't believe in Logan Sargent, and I also don't believe in Kevin Magnussen. Jürgen Joe staying here as a being good enough driver, I would say no, but the Chinese market can maybe make him still have a place in Formula 1. But Bottas, I don't see it. Like, if you want to pick a good driver, I would say I think I wouldn't say Bottas directly, but I believe more he will stay than Kevin Magnussen, because Kevin Magnussen is Haas. But if you want the money, you pick Jürgen Joe and try to make so you get more Chinese sponsors.
And potentially all 4 could fall. Neither Bottas nor Joe is likely to hang on to the
Yeah, they all can fall, but believe more Jürgen Joe than can we win this? Yes, we can. Oh, 22 armor and 30 HP. Okay, we're done with that quest, but was it just one more match? Please say it. Yes, it was one more match. And now it's time for 3 Paladins matches. No, I can actually skip that. Oh my god, we can finally go. We are done after 1 match. That's something. That's beautiful. If I can go, time to go to the next account, and then we can hopefully be equally fast on. Yeah, this account. Back to
remaining
this.
available Sauber seat, so would need to find a berth elsewhere. Bottas is unquestionably the strongest of these four and has driven well this season.
Yeah, strongest in driving style, not strongest in sponsorship probably.
Despite pit stop problems and unreliability, meaning he's yet to score. He says he hopes that teams will see he's performing well. However, at 34, he won't be seen by anyone as a long-term prospect, and he may also have to revise his pay expectations to secure a seat. After all, his current Sauber deal was signed when he was fresh out of Mercedes as a 10-time Grand Prix winner, but he still stands a chance of clinging on because of his...
I hate when people mention, oh, this person that have won this much. Like, why mention that stuff? Does this tell you anything?
...experience and pace, making him a valid target for Alpine, Williams and Haas. Joe looks in more trouble as despite performing credibly in F1, he's generally just behind Bottas on pace. That in itself is no bad thing given Bottas's experience and the fact that, when alongside Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes, he outqualified his legend.
Mage, Priest or Rogue? Yeah, time to play some... free matches. Free matches that I don't care if I win or lose. Only that free will get played, and then we can continue the tropical fish collection. Yeah, 320 fishes are we up, and it's 2,700 more fishes that is needed to collect. So 320 is 380, so 3,380 more fishes is needed to be collected. Sounds fun.
Teammate around 1/3 of the time, but it still means Joe is in danger of sliding off the grid. Joe has had more than his fair share of bad luck and also makes minimal mistakes and works well with the team. He appeals because of the potential of the Chinese market, which means he has some commercial value. However, it seems that if he is to stay in F1, he would need to rely on finding a seat at either Haas or Alpine, where he was once a junior driver, given Williams doesn't appear to be interested. Sargent's chances of staying in F1 are minimal, and he must turn his flashes of pace into results for Williams to have any hope of changing that. You'd have said the same about Kevin Magnussen a few months ago, but he has performed well for Haas and, crucially, impressed Io Komatsu with his...
Okay, doesn't see... For now it doesn't see that. But maybe when the whole season have went by, Kevin Magnussen will maybe have shown more stuff why he's apparently night and day compared to last year.
His work rate, having become frustrated too many times last year. Magnussen's hopes of staying on as the experienced hand have increased with Hülkenberg's departure. However,
if Kevin Magnussen stay in house, will Oliver Behrman be better than Kym Magnussen?
If Haas were to opt to bring in another experienced hand, that would be bad news for Magnussen, given the presence of a certain rising star. There's one blindingly obvious rookie driver who will be on the grid for 2025 and most likely at Haas, and that's because he's already made a big impression in F1, and that's Ollie Behrman. Behrman took a sensational 7th place on his debut as a stand-in at Ferrari in Saudi Arabia, despite missing Friday. Even before that, he was booked in for 6 FP1 outings for Haas this year, starting at Imola, and was well placed to land the seat, but now he seems a dead cert. The other much vaunted rookie is his Prema Formula 2 teammate Antonelli. He's likely to race for either Mercedes or Williams next year, assuming all goes well in his F1 tests and in F2 in the coming months. There's even suggestions he could make his F1 debut for Williams later this year. Both Antonelli and Behrman should therefore be on the grid in 2025. But there could be more. If Alpine has a vacancy or two, then reserve driver Jack Doohan is well placed to land a drive. He's not racing this year.
No, Jack Doohan will probably not be in Formula 1.
Yeah, but is completing testing mileage in old Alpine machinery to sharpen his skills, as well as doing simulator work. He's quick, as he proved in the junior category.
Define quick against who? The best or the top 10?
And his intense approach is making a good impression on Alpine. As Ocon says, he deserves an F1 shot. Beyond
Deserve? Drugovic deserve an F1 shot.
What to do? What to do?
I would bet on Drugovic getting a Formula 1 seat and fucking Jack Doohan. If both Gasly and Ocon is planning to leave the Alpine team, then Jack Doohan maybe can get a F1 seat.
on that, there are others who could yet force themselves into contention.
But they need to leave the sport also, so will probably not happen.
Felipe Drugovich is Aston Martin.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Drugovic. Fucking mention Jack Doohan when you can mention your only
Someone's out on me.
Theo Pourchaire. I mean, I want to believe Drugovic can get a seat more than Theo Pourchaire.
F1 reserve and will be pushing for a chance, while Sauber has reigning F2 champion Theo Pourchaire and current points leader Zane Maloney on its books. There's others who might yet hope to become players in the F1 driver market, but for now, all anyone can do is wait and see what happens with the top teams. Only once that happens can those lower down the pecking order make their moves and pick up the scraps by taking the drives no top driver wants. That's just the way it works in the cutthroat
Like Carlos Sainz, maybe?
world of the F1 driver market.
Okay. Okay, so that was...
I wonder.
Fuck me. I feel like it was similar to fucking the clip they did 4 days ago. Why at least one Red Bull F1 driver is getting dropped? Unless they, or didn't they do something more?
What to do?
Give a lot of information, but nothing interesting. So boring.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Someone's out on me.
That was a big misplay. Or should I play an ice block? Where the fuck did I draw all the all the secrets for? So unlucky. Okay, what do we have more? That's Red Bull stuff. That we will do later. And here we have more. Hey, let's do the race and renew stuff. Fuck me. Nice. Fucking so depressing.
What to do? What to do?
Yeah, the fuck should I do? The race. And renew to leave Red Bull. Question mark. New F1 bombshell explained. Wow. Let's see. Will this be 9 minutes of... Yeah, a lot of explaining, but nothing to believe in.
Formula One design legend Adrian Newey could depart Red Bull with speculation.
Cool. Okay, you will explain something that could happen. He could join Williams. He could join Haas. Will that also be mentioned in this explanation?
Rife he wants to leave and potentially make a sensational move to a rival team. We thought,
or he will just take a break.
2024 had gone early with its biggest silly season bombshells when we scrambled to cover the news of Lewis Hamilton's shock switch from Mercedes to Ferrari for 2025. But this would be momentous in its own right, and arguably even more so for F1's competitive picture, given Red Bull's current strength. Newey has been a cornerstone of Red Bull's rise to being one of F1's best teams and its current domination of the new ground effect era. Leaving Red Bull would mark the end of an era that even
Look at Mercedes. How far have they fallen? They are in Alpine territorium. Good enough to get points, but not good enough to actually train to get podium. Without any fucking sheets.
even surpasses Hamilton's time and success at Mercedes and begged the question of where he goes next and the seismic impact that...
I mean, it would be amazing if he actually go to Williams and try to bring back them to the top. I mean, McLaren will maybe be more easily to maybe get back to the top, but maybe and be part of Norris and Piastri first wins in the sport. But come on, Williams, bring them back. Come on and renew.
That could have on F1 if he did join a rival team. Newey F1 cars have won a combined total of 25 drivers and constructors championships across.
Let's see. He's already been in Williams. So just for him to go back to Williams again. Huh. He just was 2 years in McLaren. So maybe he want to go back to McLaren. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it will be 7 with 2024. So yeah, he need to go to McLaren to bring up McLaren at least equal to Williams. Unless this is really unfair.
3 different teams in an extraordinary career. 13 of those have come with Red Bull, and who would bet against 2 more being added to the tally this season? Newey's been at Red Bull Racing since joining from McLaren in 2006 and having taken on different responsibilities, including engaging in non-F1 projects in that time.
Yeah, quite now. Math is needed. 5.
What to do?
What to do? It is needed. $12.50. Oh, boring. So boring. Trying to play around fucking ice block and then no. Fuck me. Okay, 2 games more and then it's time for getting features in Minecraft.
Time is currently the team's chief technical officer. Newey's place at the team.
Oh my god, how much money will Red Bull now save? Will not have any new in the team.
Has seemed uncertain for a while though. He seemed to be at risk.
Oh my god, maybe they will perform even better. Now we will have problem with the... the fact did they have problem with the food stuff. For was it 2021 or 2022?
Of Red Bull phasing out his involvement and more recently the scandal engulfing the team's leader.
Yeah, the biggest scandal that just disappeared after a week. I mean, what's this the news about Christian Hornet? Nothing, right? Man, the doomsday have happened.
Christian Horner has emerged as a concern. There are now reports that Newey has informed Red Bull of his intention to leave. All Red Bull has said
So he just mentioned that he wants to leave. And that could happen after 5 years. Yeah, I want to leave. Next 10 years. Then I will not be here. Well, what the fuck is you meaning? And is that true? Oh my god, that would be so funny. All this talk about him leaving Red Bull, it's just he mentioned something that he promised his wife that, yeah, I will be leaving soon. Okay, doesn't say when or why, but that he will leave. And then after 5 years he have left, and now, oh wait, is he even married? Andrew Newey. Fuck me, where do we have information we can search on? Andrew Newey.
What to do? What to do?
Family.
I wonder.
Oh my god, he have 4 kids. The fuck?
Time runs out on me.
Yeah, he can bring it up. Look here. And I knew it. He had a first wife and then a second wife. Both with... You have 2 kids, so... So... Maybe planning to have some more free time for Christmas. Can't waste more time in Formula 1. The family is calling. Okay, back to the race.
officially is that Adrian is contracted until at least the end of 2025, and we are unaware of him joining any other team. Though that leaves obvious wiggle room for Newey wanting to leave, or even informing senior figures at Red Bull of his intention to do so, it is an interestingly specific reference to the length of Newey's contract and to the notion of him moving to a rival. To stay in F1 and prepare for the new car rules in 2026, Newey would need to negotiate a shorter period of gardening leave that allows him to work at another team next
And that will probably never happen.
year. Red Bull's indicating that will not be possible, and confirming Newey's contract runs until at least the end of 2025 implies there are mechanisms in Newey's deal that could prevent him from working elsewhere for even longer. For example, if
the contract with him would be probably more likely 1 year,
What to do?
or maybe even more, before he even can start talking to other teams.
the end of
But who
2025
knows?
is the earliest that a period of gardening leave would begin, that would mean not working for another team until 2027. But maybe
This will be when I look at there, so much free time for him. the greatest Christmas with family can now happen.
Maybe Nui has an ace up his sleeve to change that, and if push comes to shove, there would presumably be nothing Red Bull can do to stop Nui simply retiring. Really though, what matters here is the suggestion that Nui wants to leave, and there's no smoke without fire.
Oh shit, fucking out time.
Nui is understood to be unimpressed with the situation around Horner, who is...
The Horner situation, let's see, 2 minutes was 100% needed to mention. Why not bring up Horner when the stuff information actually came up?
Been in the spotlight for months over allegations made by a female member of staff.
Yeah, the fuck is the allegation now? That he did a really bad dad joke? I should... I mean, execution is probably deserving of that bad dad joke. I mean, come on, nobody laughed at that joke.
Red Bull's parent company ordered an investigation into claims Horner was inappropriate and controlling to a woman who worked for him.
Yeah. He said
I wonder.
the work hours is 9 hours, not less. So you have to say. So mean. Nobody can come back after that.
Upon that investigation's completion, Red Bull GmbH declared the grievance had been dismissed.
What the fuck? They did? Man. You can't... Fuck is this? What do you want me to do?
Horner remained in his position, but senior F1 officials, others in the paddock, and many fans have been left unimpressed by how Red Bull handled the...
Yeah, many people.
You let what loose in the shop?
Like, majority of the people on Earth is really unhappy with this situation. The riots have started and World War III will soon start after this.
The entire situation. Privately, Nui is believed to have had his own concerns, and this seems to be an important factor in deciding if he wants to be part of the team longer term. It's not helped that since the Horner allegations came to light, a deep-rooted Red Bull power struggle has been publicly exposed. Horner's faced off against Jos Verstappen, the father of Red Bull.
Yeah, Jos Verstappen did not have problem with Sergio Perez after Monaco. He's a believable source. He knows everything. He says.
Star driver Max Verstappen and had issues with Red Bull Motorsport advisor Helmut Marko, who has effectively run the team alongside Horner since its inception. Marko signed a new contract with Red Bull over the winter, having looked vulnerable towards the end of 2023. He's a key figure for the Verstappens, and it's been felt more than once that there was pressure from Horner's Milton Keynes side of Red Bull to force Marko out. Beyond that is the issue of greater control being...
I mean, actually, what do actually Marko nowadays do than being there and...
Bought by Red Bull in Austria, led by senior executive Oliver Min.
Camp. Red Bull Camp and Chris Horner Camp. Let's see. Christian Horner. Okay, and then we go this. Oh fuck me. I need to have this one. And then we Yeah, I also wonder something. Okay. We zoom in on this name for some reason. Don't ask me why. And then we look really closely to this name. Have something happened? Did someone get a name change? Man, the news from the race is unbelievable good. No man, come on, the fuck is this? Do I need to wait 14 more turns before I get at least Alex Rasa? Let's see if we can try Homer Simpsons. Oh, yeah, we have the spelling. But they wrote Christian Homer. Do we have him? Ah, here we have Christian Homer. Hey, one more Christian Homer. Oh fuck me.
What to do? What to do?
One more Christian Homer. Christian Homer. The fuck? Who's Christian Homer?
What to do? What to
Yeah, I think they got the wrong Christian Homer. He's not in Red Bull. The fuck is the race on? They got the wrong guy.
Vinslav, and a possible clash between the leadership there and Red Bull's Thai co-owning Uvidya family, which is on Horner's side. Nui, apolitical by nature, has always been assumed to be disinterested in such machinations, and his greater concern would be that the team splitting into factions would limit its competitive potential, at a time when he has less of a personal desire to remain.
I don't believe Mercedes have any factions, and they're still bad. Fuck.
At Red Bull than ever. Nui is the single most important signing in Red Bull's history, and Horner was a key part of pulling that off. Nui wrote in his memoir that he and Horner shared the same ideology for Red Bull racing, and it has always been felt that Horner was key to keeping Nui happy and engaged in the F1 team. That involved giving him the freedom to pursue different projects and be as involved as he wanted on his own terms. For instance, the Red Bull RB17 hypercar is a project Nui is greatly involved in and seemed sincerely excited about when that was announced in 2022. But more recently, it's been suggested that Horner's key to wanting Nui out of F1 and focused on the RB17 project entirely, possibly to keep Ferrari target Pierre Vacher on board longer term. Red Bull's technical structure has changed over the years, in no small part to accommodate Nui's shifting involvement. As part of that, Horner promoted Vacher to technical.
Okay, the only one I know is sending you.
Director, made him a more prominent spokesperson, and stressed how Vacher has led a team that isn't
Oh
dependent.
my god, hype! Didn't he kill it? Sure. Looks like we need to do it without Alex Rasa.
On Nui's genius alone. Horner had even characterised it as a machine that let Nui move in and out as he pleased. Nui is known to have felt he was much more influential than perhaps given credit for, and wants a role that doesn't carry the same risk of being marginalised. Assuming Nui's intent.
Oh, this could be interesting. will they actually do anything interesting with this? Where will Newey go?
Intention is not to retire. He would be highly coveted by rival F1 teams. He's been linked with moves to Ferrari and Aston Martin already this year. Ferrari is pushing aggressively to end its long title drought and has signed Lewis Hamilton from Mercedes to
please don't go to Ferrari and help Lewis Hamilton. Go and help McLaren out.
Charles Leclerc for 2025.
Or Aston Martin. But you already said no, so Williams next.
Newey has publicly lamented the fact that he hasn't worked with the likes of Ferrari, Hamilton or Fernando Alonso. A move to Maranello would tick off 2 of those in one go, with Newey having turned down big approaches from Ferrari in the past. But Ferrari's been linked...
What the fuck? Let's see, I only did 5 damage. See if I have to continue that. What do I have? I have 10, 22, 36. I mean, sure.
With Red Bull technical director Vacher since last year, and there are rumours that team boss Fred Vasseur hasn't given up that chase. Vacher and Red Bull head of aerodynamics
Ferrari. Come on, give me team principal. Yes.
I wonder.
Let's see, can we?
Time runs out on me.
Oh shit. Looks like we can win. Translate.
Frederick Vasseur.
Vasseur. Okay.
Vacher and Red Bull director Vacher since last
Oh, okay. He's the okay.
year, and there are rumours that team boss Fred Vasseur hasn't given
Okay, there we have Vasseur. Okay, man.
That feels good.
Okay, that explains.
up that chase. Vacher and Red Bull head of aerodynamics Enrico Balbo
Man, don't have him when you say. It sounds like you said the wrong name
was
to the wrong
speculated to
person.
be Ferrari targets early last year, and it was Horner who quelled that, insisting that conversations had been had with both and that they were happy. Meanwhile, another of Newey's borderline regrets, not working with Alonso, could be tackled with a move to the ambitious Aston Martin team. That has been spending a lot of money to assemble a powerhouse technical setup and will take over Red Bull's Works Honda engine deal for 2026, with Alonso signed up for at least the first year of those new rules. Moving there would allow Newey to stay in the UK, so it seemed to tick several boxes. Aston Martin recently denied it had made Newey an offer to join Lawrence Stroll's organisation, stating it was satisfied with its current technical director.
Oh, one more game.
One of Newey's former protégés, Dan Fallows, is Aston Martin's technical director, and putting him back in Newey's shadow may be best avoided, while the role of chief technical officer already exists for long-time Team Silverstone man Andrew Green. Aston Martin also recently hired ex-Mercedes man Bob Bell from Alpine as executive director to effectively lead its 2026 car project. But where Newey fits in may matter less than Aston Martin simply having the opportunity to get him, so it could be a case of signing him and working out a structure later. The eruption of this Newey speculation is a fresh blow to Red Bull that ends a short period of respite from the incessant scrutiny that had dogged the first few weeks of the season. The Horner saga erupted earlier this year during car launch season and was the dominant storyline through testing and the first 2 race weekends. Little has changed in that narrative since then, which meant as Red Bull continued to dominate on track, its F1 team was back in the headlines for the right reasons. This changes things, and as a fractured Red Bull leadership had already left rivals smelling blood, it will likely be talked about for a while yet. Mercedes boss Toto Wolff has tried to flirt with the Verstappens at every turn, very publicly pushing a narrative that Max could be tempted to leave if Red Bull risks imploding. The most serious threat to Verstappen's place at Red Bull seemed to be Marco when Verstappen made it clear his own future was tied to the Austrians. But Verstappen also said it was vital that Red Bull's key pillars remain in place, and knew he must be considered one of them unless the Verstappen camp feels Vache is the most significant technical figure after all. If Vache remains of interest to Ferrari though, and speculation does persist that he could still move there, then Red Bull could be at risk of all its major assets being picked away at. Plus, Newey departing could easily have the knock-on effect of making others in the team question their futures. Even if it was...
Where the fuck did you... Oh wait, they did that really brief where he could go.
Only Newey that left pushed through the exit door through a range of factors that had left him feeling Red Bull Racing isn't what it once was. It's still Newey that would be leaving. Few individuals have ever had his influence, and even fewer have sustained that influence for so long. He is widely regarded as the greatest F1 designer of all time for a reason. Losing that alone would be enough for this team to no longer be Red Bull as we know it.
Okay. A lot of nothing also. At least we learned something about Chris and Homer. Don't know really what we learn about that, but that exists. So let's continue the the Red Bull stuff. Let's see what the oh no, what's the name? Aidan Millward think about it. Andrew Newey. Let's see. Don't get excited yet. Opinion on the Andrew Newey speculation. Oh, only speculation, not hard truth like the race maybe tried to talk like it was. Hey, let's see. Oh shit. Also, 1 game left. And then it's time to swim around the Minecraft to collect some fishes. Unlucky. All the secrets was strong. The fuck flame strike also. Really? You waste your healing for this. Sure, man.
Did have something else planned for today. It was supposed to be an opinion piece on what happened in IndyCar with the whole disqualifying.
Oh yeah, fucking that's also one clip. New Garden have apparently done some interview or talking stuff that will be seen last before I end the stream. But yeah,
because of the push to pass thing. But as the DMs on my phone will attest, there's something else happening at the minute. Adrian Newey apparently wants out of Red Bull. I say apparently because of things we'll get to in a minute. So at the time of writing, nothing is set in stone.
Wait, what? No, it can't be true. It's impossible. What the fuck is this? So boring.
So we are merely humouring a rumour on this one, so let's get that bit out of the way before...
also, want to leave. Yeah, want to leave when? In 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? I want to leave after Red Bull failed to win a championship. Is that the clause?
Before we do anything else. It's one of those breaking news things that everybody will go, source? It's only been reported in one place and not happening. But when it comes from places that are usually pretty solid instead of clickbait articles are us, then you have to take it somewhat seriously. So when it was announced, it was like, oh, what? Well, that's interesting. So if there are comments complaining that it's not been set in stone, nothing's been confirmed, why are you reporting this as if it is happening? I know. That's why this series is called Humour the F***ing Rumour. So why this shock news, this breaking news, this huge if true moment? Well, it's all to do with the wider Red Bull issues that are rumoured to be bubbling away under the surface. All stuff that I briefly touched upon in the last video regarding...
Can we concede? Yes, we can. Why waste more time in this fucking game? Yeah, 3 games is now done. Fuck this. Yeah, the quest is done. The event stuff is done. And it's time to go to Minecraft. Minecraft.
Regarding Ricardo and the rumoured amount of limited time he's on. And actually, now might be the first time that this whole thing will get more than just a fleeting mention, given how messed up and complex this situation is. And because, as well, it's quite a sensitive issue too. Without delving too much into the he said, she said stuff, this is just a general...
Oh yeah, fuck me. Now I can show that I was planning to do yesterday, but never happened. We have, what was it, 459 packs to open one day. Probably never will. Oh my god. This is somewhat beautiful sight. GVG and oh my god. Grand Tournament. Yeah, something. Grand Tournament, something, I don't know. Whisper of the Old Gods, I think. And then I give 0 fucks. Like, who fucking cares? This is somewhat cool. I don't know when that happened, but I got that one. And then we have 195 packs. Oh my god, so many expansions that I give 0 feelings about. Not only I actually care about this, actually these 3. When Horson actually was good. Probably not here. But here it was at least fun. And then we have 105,160 gold. Have been saving. Yeah, it must been from 2018 or when the cube lock stuff happened. I've been saving gold for when Horson will one day be good, but it will probably never been. And here we have stuff I've what do you say? All extra cards I've been saving since I saw Kriparian do the... Oh my god, when did he do that clip? He did a clip when he was talking about how to... I mean, like really early times in Harson's lifetime. When you should save the cards, because if they change something, you can then disenchant the cards. And I've been saving cards since then. Oh my god, doesn't I have... That I must see. I think I duplicate stuff some really unfunny. Oh my god. I want legacy. Yeah, 2 King Crush. Have not got scenarios. Not got theory forging. This is the first legendary I got. So amazing. I think I made this. Because I wanted to play handlock. Don't have garage. Gromors Hellscream. The fuck is garage? Garage Hellscream. Wait, is that his dad? The fuck? Garage Hellscream. Oh my god, no, fuck me. It's the son. Fuck me, you're playing Garage Hellscream. This is his dad. Gromors Hellscream. Fuck me. First, no. Was it really the first? No, I think this must be the first golden I think. I got no storm. Fuck me. Oh wait. We need to legendary. Fuck me, we may be missing so many legendaries. Fuck Demon Hunter. Okay, nope, we didn't. Okay, oh, this one. Don't have King Mukla, don't have Trinker Master Overspark. Don't have Elite Toren Chieftain. Fuck. Fuck does this mean? That you can get this from this one or what? Don't have Karen Blood, Hoof, Gelbin, Mecha. I don't know. Fake card. This is a fake card. This is 100% a fucking fake card. Bring back. Illidan Storm Rage. And I got Hugger. And the only reason why Golden Sylvanas is the good time when they removed from the classic stuff for one day. I made Ragnaros and Sylvanas Golden. And then got the stuff back. Over the Beast. Baron Geddon. Don't have Gruul. Yeah, I was thinking this must be the fucking fake, and here we have the real one. Luxarasa, Maligos, and this fake card. Nostormo, but we have the fucking golden Asura. Most worthless legendary ever, and I get that one in golden. I have Nixia. Still waiting on the day when I get Ysera. And it's been, I don't know when I started, but it's been many years. Oh my god, it can be actually 10 years of waiting to get Ysera. Still doesn't have it. Fake Ysera. And then Deathwing. Yeah. But Horsen will probably never be good. So let's go to Minecraft. And waste time on collecting fishes. And back to Christian Hornet.
Overview and recap. This is all alleged, and this is pretty much all we know so far. Earlier this year, back in February, Red Bull Racing boss Christian Horner was accused by a female employee of misconduct, as he was allegedly sending messages that contained, quote, inappropriate and controlling behaviour to...
Like... what? That you... when you is in work time, you actually need to work. Stuff like that. If you take a break, actually take a break that are just 5 minutes and not 10.
To her, and those messages were then leaked in a massive dump into the inboxes of the other team principals and prominent journalists in the paddock. Just in the interests of legality, fairness, balance and all that other stuff, Horner has categorically denied these allegations. For those of you that can't or won't listen properly, I am not saying for any moment that he is guilty, or innocent for that matter. In fact,
New fish
he's
for the
only
collection.
innocent until...
Cyan! Oh my god. Already starting good.
he is proven guilty. I really can't...
Oh shit, and to make sure... we start with 320. Right?
believe I have to explain...
Oh shit, and then we go back.
...in this. Red Bull then did its own internal investigation which cleared Horner of any wrongdoing, and the female employee in question was then suspended on full pay. But now she's appealing, and we're waiting on what comes of all of that, which then brings us back to the wider picture of what all of this is causing within Red Bull and to the speculation about Adrian Newey. The Thai side of the company likes Horner and wants him to stay. The Austrian side doesn't and wants him gone, with the Austrian side including Helmut Marko. On top of this, Marko and the Verstappens are very close, and the rumours are that the Verstappens have only loyalty to Marko and not to Horner. And the belief is that if Marko leaves Red Bull, then the Verstappens will soon follow. Verstappen, in turn, is being courted by Mercedes right now, and the whole Verstappen to Mercedes to replace Hamilton thing is a hot topic at the minute. And if Verstappen goes from Red Bull, that's going to be a massive loss because of how popular Verstappen is right now in Formula 1. Where would he go? I don't know. Be great if he went to IndyCar, but it's more likely he'll do this sim racer to GT3 Pro thing that he's got going on at the minute, or maybe do Le Mans with his dad. So in the midst of all of this is Newey. Sources for the BBC inside Red Bull have said that the decision is because of the power struggle within the team and all the uncertainty and...
Yeah, the greatest power struggle ever. Or can it just be he just want to leave Formula 1? Finally take a break? Finally maybe have a nice vacation with his family? I mean, he has apparently 4 kids. Let's see, what was this? At least one ex-wife. But was it 2? Where do we have that information? Andrew Newey. Newey's first wife was Amanda, a nurse, and they had 2 daughters. Yes, they married, yeah. Married his second wife, and they separated 2010. So he have 2 ex-wives and 4 children. So maybe it's time for him to maybe have a break. And starting having fun family life.
And stuff that's currently going on with Horner. Newey said to Autocar last year that he values a calm atmosphere, and at the minute, doesn't seem like there is one.
So Mercedes is not on the table on. Man, that's 100% not calm. I feel like McLaren is most calmest then. And maybe Williams. So going to McLaren hype?
One at Red Bull.
to reach an amazing place.
Fuck off.
All you need to do is move.
I don't believe that. Lies.
ASICS. Sound mind, sound body.
One word.
But it is no secret that Newey is a huge advantage to any
One
team.
new. Oh
He
my
won
god.
several
What the fuck is
titles
this?
at Williams. He
Okay, quiet. Brown and pink. Let's see. I had 320. So 322 now. Man, this is going. Maybe it's going up, but it's going slowly up. Holy shit. So many more fishes need to be collected.
He won a drivers and constructors double with McLaren in 1998 and another drivers with McLaren in 1999. He joined Red Bull in 2006 and won 4 doubles between 2010 and 2013 and is now winning again with the switch to ground effect. So it's clear this guy knows what he's doing when it comes to designing cars. Under Newey, cars like the Williams FW14B, 15C and 18 were designed.
Is there one
as
more
well
new
as the
fish for the
McLaren
collection?
MP413, which had that innovative second brake
Green
pedal,
and
and then the
brown.
blown diffuser Red Bulls that were F1's equivalent to the A10 Gatling gun that goes. So if the designer that's the equivalent of that kid that everybody wanted on their team while playing football in the playground, well, leaves the dominant team, then that's going to have everybody else circling like the proverbial vultures or the proverbial piranhas. And because only the top 3 individuals aside from the drivers at a team are covered by the cost cap, a blank check is all anybody will need. Are exempt from the cost cap is what I meant to say. I really need to learn how to write. The one team that Newey has been linked to is Aston Martin.
No need for that.
Aston is in the process of entering the World Endurance Championship with its own Valkyrie hypercar, and Newey was part of the design team that worked on the utterly mental road-going version, along with Miles Nürnberger. One of the pre-production codenames for the car was Nebula, which is a mix of Newey, Bull and Aston. Nebula. And then it became the AMRB001, which showed the connection between Red Bull and Aston Martin, because when that car was in development, Aston Martin was the title sponsor of Red Bull. They then named it Valkyrie because A, Valkyrie is a cool name, and B, Aston Martins are typically named something beginning with V, like Vantage or whatever. But Aston Martin has come out and said that they're not looking for Newey at this particular point in time.
And also, I believe he Newey already said no to an Aston Martin deal. But that was maybe done, not now.
But that was more to do with the Formula 1 side because some of Newey's protégés are currently at Aston Martin, and bringing him back wouldn't be productive. Dan Fallows is one of them. He used to work at Red Bull. He's now at Aston Martin. Like I say, they probably don't want to go through all of that again.
New
but the
fish
one that a
for the
lot of people
collection,
are
is
huffing
it
the
blue?
copium for
It's
is for
blue.
him to go to Ferrari and team up with Lewis Hamilton. Newey has said in...
I mean, that would be something. He going to Ferrari, making Ferrari great again. And maybe securing Leclerc championship.
the past that he would like to work with
And Lewis Hamilton will lose one more championship.
Lewis before they both leave Formula 1, and it's like a two-pronged attack of copium because you've got Lewis fans and Ferrari fans both on it. A Ferrari designed by Newey, driven by Hamilton and Leclerc. And if Frederic Vasseur pulls that off, he's going to look like an absolute genius. And if Ferrari are as far ahead with 2026 development as has been claimed, and if it is as much of an engine formula in 2026 as claimed, some Newey Dynamics TM and a powerful engine would, at least on paper, be a winning combo.
Yes.
And then Leclerc might actually win some races. What?
Well, the wins races, wins championships. Come on.
And again, can't believe I have to say this, that's a joke. There's no need to be upset.
New fish for
But it has to be said that
collection.
there is some caution to be exercised with the excitement of Newey potentially ending up in red.
Why?
Having Adrian Newey on your team isn't a guarantee of success. He joined the
That's copium. Surely, with him, they will succeed. 100%.
team in 2006. It wasn't until 2009 they started winning races. In 2008, the Newey designed Red Bull was beaten in the Constructors' Championship by Toro Rosso, which was supposed
No! Really? The fuck? Where is that information? What about... The fuck did you say? 2006?
By Toro Rosso, which was supposed to be the feeder team. There's also the championship by Toro Rosso.
Oh,
2009, they started winning races. In 2008, the newly designed Red Bull was beaten in the Constructors' Championship by Toro Rosso, which
2008. Drivers, our teams. Okay, who's fucking Toro Rosso? SDR Ferrari, the fuck is that? SD. Okay, så är Scuderia Toro Rosso. Okay, interesting to know. Okay, then we can go. Here we have it. Here we have SDR, Ferrari, and Red Bull Renault. 10 points. That's something. Back to the video.
which was supposed to be the feeder team.
Yeah, true.
There's also the stuff surrounding contracts. Because there is something called gardening leave.
Wait. 2008. Could it be because Sebastian Vettel won a race?
Gardening leave is a term used in Britain when people move between jobs that carry a lot of sensitive data, or move to another company within the same industry. The idea is that you join another company, but officially you can't work for that company because you know too much. While taking blueprints to another team is against Formula 1 rules, you can't police an idea. It's called gardening leave because in the however long you're not allowed to work for your new employer, you might as well get the gardening done. So basically, making sure that Nui can't work somewhere else immediately means that by the time he arrives, his ideas are 12 months out of date. It means that the rival company, team, or whatever doesn't immediately...
Where do we have that? I want to see... And then we go back. It's not a new fish. Nope.
Get a leg up. Just as a non-Formula 1 example, I know somebody that used to work in insurance. She left one company and went to another, and the company that she left put her on gardening leave for... It was a long time. I think it was about, 14 months or something like that. It was just over a year, because the hope was that she wouldn't take all of her clients to the new company when those clients could be paying money to the company that she just left. I think they wanted to sort of have their policies renewed and that kind of thing, but it's something that happens, not just in Formula 1. Now, here's where it starts to fall apart for those getting excited.
Oh shit! Wait, the fuck? What did the race do? Didn't it? Oh my god, fuck me. Such a worst news.
Red Bull has been very clear in saying that Nui's contract runs out at least at the end of 2025. So if he was to quit on Red Bull now, he's going to have the rest of the season off, then 2025 off, and then coming for 2026, which would hurt any other team he goes to because he won't be able to have any input on the 2026 machinery. But if Red Bull was to say, well, you're under contract until the end of 2025, he's not going anywhere until 2027 at least.
True.
That is, unless he manages to pull something off that circumvents those contracts or negotiates a shorter gardening leave period. But there is a
come on. Go way out. It's actually starting to get interesting. One more ad. How many fishes do we have now? 5. So 325. Oh, back to the video. The ads are done.
I think a lot of people haven't really considered. Instead of moving to Silverstone or Maranello, he doesn't go anywhere. Basically, he retires and lives on his yacht in the Med. Any full-on
And maybe actually do some real family time with his 2 ex-wives and 4 children.
One designing work is over forever, and he just gets paid his opinions every so often for doing some consultancy work. The guy is 65 years old. He's going to be getting his bus pass soon, and while Newey could stick around for a lot longer than most in Formula 1, he could just sit on his boat and then do something mental like a solo circumnavigation or whatever. He's got nothing to prove. He's earned his retirement, and Formula 1 enters a Newey-less world.
New fish for the
Newey is known as being apolitical and doesn't want to deal with any BS in the background. He just wants to be creative, and that's it.
So 100% not joining Mercedes.
He left Williams because of internal issues, something about him wanting something higher up the ladder but never could have that job higher up the ladder because the guy who was already in that position was a shareholder of the team. So he went to McLaren, a job he was almost instantly fired from because he dared to put some colour on the wall of his office, which was against Ron's regulations. Then after a few years at McLaren, where in the middle there was something going on with Jaguar boss Bobby Rahal almost prying him from Woking, he then moved to Red Bull after David Coulthard convinced Red Bull to sign him. And actually, while we're on the subject, during 2004 there were very strong rumours, much like now, that Newey could be leaving McLaren, but these were denied by McLaren at the time, much like these ones have been denied by Red Bull. Through the winter of 2004 into 2005, those rumours persisted, and McLaren went, well, we've just extended his contract by 6 months, so he's clearly not leaving, only for Newey to sign for Red Bull in late 2005 for about $10 million at the time. And this is why this is going down as humour the rumour. Red Bull has come out and said that Newey's contract is up at the end of 2025 and they are unaware of him joining any other team. Now this could be truth, this could be just trying to bury those rumours, you never know. Now I'm not for a second saying this is actually happening, this is just wait and see, and I just give you what's happening, see multiple sides of the argument and then let you argue about it in the comments. I'm looking at this as if, well okay, let's assume this is happening, what could this mean? So, I like doing that kind of thing. It's kind of like a, ooh, alright, let's go. Don't know why I said that. The difference is, compared to something like the Susie Wolf stuff I looked at just before Christmas, this is carrying a lot more weight to it because of all the other stuff that's happening in the background. But could Newey actually leave Red Bull and set off this massive grenade behind him that kicks off a load of other people leaving because of what's happening?
Oh yeah. Instead of doing nothing, he could just keep in Red Bull, do maybe less work, get equally much paid, and still have the family time.
Internally right now.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Well, I mean, I'd rather have stuff like this than something completely made up like was made up about Susie Wolf, put it that way. So then, my reaction to the prospect of Adrian Newey leaving Red Bull. Well, potentially leaving Red Bull. I might even put a posed shock face on the thumbnail, I don't know. But anyway, this thing has happened and this has been my opinion on the thing. If this thing has made you think things about the thing, then like this thing so I know a good job was done. And for more things like this, hit the subscribe button thing and ring the bell thing so you never miss out on any thing that I do around here.
Yeah,
massive
a lot of
thanks
things.
to the fab lads at Patreon that support the channel at a more personal level. If you want to support me at a more personal level, then a link to Patreon is in the description, along with links to Discord, socials, and other bits and bobs that you might want or need to know.
True.
There's memberships and super thanks if that's more your thing. So if you just want to buy me a coffee through a super thanks,
No.
you're more than welcome to. So until next time, I've been Aidan Millward. Have a great day wherever you are, and goodbye.
Have a great day. I will probably have a great night. Probably not, but who knows? Then a great day. The great day have already passed. Okay. Okay, that's his things about the thing. So, man, he didn't even do any hype stuff for McLaren or even Williams. That's mean. Williams could easily get him aboard. And oh my god, I mean that would be something. And a new joins Williams with Max Verstappen. Oh my god, wouldn't that be something? Oh my god. Come on, Max Verstappen. May be part of making Williams great again with Alex Albon, your former teammate. Oh my god. That would be so amazing. Oh yeah, shit. Kym Illman, do you have something to say about is Adrian Newey leaving the Red Bull? Let's see what he has to say.
Adrian Newey to leave Red Bull? This
Maybe.
is a big story. Hasn't been announced yet, but this is a big distraction for the competition's top team. After all, he's been with Red Bull nearly 20 years and is the most successful designer in the modern Formula One era.
20 years, so... let's see. When the fuck did he join Red Bull? Give me information. When did Andrew Tate, yeah, sure. Newey join Red Bull. Had it in 2006. Okay, so he's been there for 18 years.
It was all over the news yesterday. Adrian Newey about to leave Red Bull. This is a man who can make...
About to leave, okay. And is that still 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Stop being mean. New fish for the... New fish for the... Fuck you. Stop going after me. Brown and... Oh, fuck me. The last... Have only 16 and then 64 more iron. And then I'm out of... buckets.
Breaker team, and departing Red Bull will leave a hole. How big a hole? That's debatable. And what's brought all this about? Well, he's just lost confidence in the team and the management. He and Christian Horner have been close for quite a long time, but that...
I mean... It could be true, but until he actually have said it himself, you can say this is a lie.
Change when Christian was accused of inappropriate behaviour.
Yeah, all this information that Christian Horner says. I mean, it could be. But stop acting like this is the truth when nothing has been said.
Towards a female employee, and following an internal investigation, he was cleared. I'll come back to that in a little bit. So if Adrian leaves, who's likely to fill his shoes? Insiders tell me it'll be this man, Pierre. He's been with them since 2013, holds a PhD in fluid mechanics, and Christian holds him in high esteem. He's worked on the 22, 23 and current year's cars, and they, as we all know, are world beaters. Certainly
New
Adrian's
fish for the collection.
departure
Oh my
from
god,
the
how many
team
do
will
we have
more
now?
internal
1,
unrest
2,
and
3, 4,
uncertainty.
5,
And it's never a good
6,
thing when
7,
this sort of
8,
thing
9,
plays
10.
out in the media
Oh my god,
ahead of a formal announcement. Typically, management would want this all going on behind closed doors, but with so many people involved, and trust me, there are a number of people who would have wind of this, and many of them would be happy to cause the team some damage.
Toto Wolff and Jos Verstappen.
was always going to be tricky to keep it quiet. Yes, Adrian has a contract until the end of 2025, but contracts can be broken, so I don't think that would stop him from leaving early.
I think he is more easily with the drivers, but who knows? He maybe have a contract that say if he feel like he will have a bad day, he can leave without any objection.
And where would he likely go? He was spotted at Bologna Airport last week in Italy. Ferrari's headquarters is not too far from there in Maranello. He popped up on an Insta post at Mugello Circuit with driver Thomas Biaggi, but do we read much into that? Probably not. He's been to that track before, about a year ago. Of course, Ferrari would love to have him. They've got Lewis Hamilton, and to bring a designer of Adrian's calibre to the team would be a huge win for them. But are they the front runner? I don't think so. He'd have to move to Maranello, or at least spend a lot of time there. Would his family, including his wife Amanda, prefer that? When perhaps... Would his family, including his wife Amanda, prefer...
The information I saw is ex-wife, but yeah, sure.
That? When perhaps he could stay in England and work with the likes of Aston Martin. Their headquarters is a mere 25 minutes from Red Bull's, so that would be a big attraction. And Lawrence Stroll has been courting Adrian for some time now, and he has very deep pockets. Lawrence, I'm talking about. Maybe Fernando had wind of the Adrian Newey situation, and that played some part in him re-signing early on a multi-year contract.
Probably not,
if Adrian does leave Red Bull, he can't roll up the next week at Aston Martin or Mercedes or Ferrari. He's got to serve out a non-compete period, gardening leave as you'd probably call it, and that I believe is 12 months in his case. So it could be that if he works to the end of 25, he sits out 26, he may not be working for somebody else until 27. I don't think so. I think they would work something out because all of this can be negotiated. And when it comes to working, there's nothing stopping someone like an Adrian leaving Red Bull and then working at his home on a design for a car for 6 or 12 months and then rolling up at his new employer on day one and saying, look, let's test this. That's doable. And what of Max Verstappen, Red Bull's star driver? For the time being, I see him staying at Red Bull. No one else has a car capable of beating the Red Bull, so it would be foolish to jump ship this year, and maybe not even next year. But I've been told by some technical journo friends of mine that the 2026 engine is, what's the technical term? Not that I know anything about engines, but if that is the case, Max certainly won't want to be hanging around and driving a box in 2026.
Oh, so we're not John Mercedes either.
Say Helmut Marko leaves Red Bull and goes to Aston Martin. Well, there's a clause in Max's contract, I believe, that allows him to leave if Helmut leaves. And he could follow him easily over to Aston Martin. Imagine that lineup. Max Verstappen.
I mean, sure, but man, Williams will be so much more fun.
Fernando Alonso. That would be a formidable driver lineup. And while we're on the subject of Fernando Alonso, you can grab one of these hand-signed and hand-numbered prints at KymIllman.com. He'll sign 100 in Imola, and I think at this point there's about 19 left.
Bara på Storytel. Tusentals dokumentärer, true crime och nytt exklusivt innehåll varje vecka. Prova Storytel gratis.
I will not.
Back to Mr. Newey. The car that he's designed, the current Red Bull car, is some half a second a lap quicker than the nearest competitor. That is a huge margin in this sport, and despite little having changed in the way of regulations over the past 2.5 years, no other team has managed to make up any of that gap. Many say that a designer of Adrian's calibre is worth more than the best driver in the world. And while his departure would probably have little effect on this year's championship,
so you can join Williams and make them great again. Come on.
2025 and onwards would be a completely different situation. Let's go back to that Christian Horner investigation. It was thought that the everything's okay, there's nothing to see here verdict handed down by an independent barrister would put that matter to rest. Well, clearly it hasn't. Another inquiry with the King's Counsel was launched after the accuser exercised her right of appeal. She changed her legal team, represented her evidence to this KC in the hope that the original decision would be reversed. She still wants to return to her role
What happens if that also fades? Can Christian Horner finally be not the judge from this? Maybe he wish you back. I mean, man, all the damage this person have made. That can't be a fine you want to see.
At the team at the moment, she's on leave, so she's still being paid. But there's a decision on that appeal due mid-May. The F1 world and
oh my god, she's so lucky she's not in Japan. From the rules I've heard, man, maybe jail time will she get because all the damage she maybe have bring up, or broke the company. Nah, probably not jail time, but man, so much money she will get sued by.
The EU will be very interested to see how that pans out. Adrian, though, has clearly had enough of all this shenanigans, along with the power struggle that is currently going on in the team. And while Red Bull, yes...
So when he leaves, he maybe leaves Formula 1 for good. And yeah, have a nice vacation.
They stated that they were unaware of any official notice from Adrian to serve notice and leave Red Bull Racing. There is clearly more to come with this story. For those who don't know much about Mr. Newey, he's worked in both Formula 1 and IndyCar as a race engineer, aerodynamicist and a designer. He's one of the greatest engineers in Formula 1 history. He's designed championship-winning cars for Williams, McLaren and Red Bull. He designed last year's RB19, which was the most dominant Formula 1 car in history, winning 21 out of the 22 races. That's more than 95%. So we've touched on Max, Christian, talked a lot about Adrian, but what about Sergio Perez?
So many
Does this impact him? He's out of contract at the end of the year and wants a multi-year contract. At the time of recording this, he's had 3 seconds, a third and a fifth. Now that's a pretty handy start to the year for Red Bull's second driver, and the threat of losing his seat has perhaps played a part in his consistent form, but it's unlikely he'll get a 3-year deal. More likely it'll be a 1-year deal, but Christian has said that they're in no rush to re-sign him. The intimation was that if he gets that security of a contract extension, he might go soft, scale back his efforts. So a decision on his future in this sport might not come until September or October this year. And while we're speculating, there is talk that Kimi Antonelli might replace Logan Sargent at Williams after Miami. That would give Williams a great hometown hero story.
Oh yeah, fuck me, that I've seen. After Williams. Man, do they really want to remove Sargent so fast? No trident.
Miami, and then the following week, another hometown hero story at Imola. Admittedly, Kimi going to a team like Williams, which is towards the bottom of the ladder, would mean he wouldn't be under the same type of pressure as, say, Oliver Bearman was when he stepped into Carlos Sainz's Ferrari in Saudi. But that would be a delicious story for the world, wouldn't it? An Italian driver in front of the Italian fans? But he would need the FIA's permission because he is under 18 years of age, and they need to say yes if he's going to race. But it would be the first time we've had a 17-year-old racing.
I mean, wait, I want to see this. We need to pause. Oliver Bearman, is it from Britain? Let's see, Formula 2. No one, 2024, go. Where do we have Oliver Bearman? Come on, give me. See, Oliver Bearman, yeah, British. So British driver for Ferrari and an Italian driver for Mercedes. So weird.
Since Max Verstappen. There's still plenty more about this story to come, and we'll be waiting with bated breath to find out what transpires. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and for those of you who haven't subscribed, here's your chance. You can pre-order these bucket hats at kymillman.com, and yes, I've fixed up the omission of Tasmania on the map, and for a whole lot of extra content, check out this. Thanks for watching, and stay passionate.
How about no?
Give me a look here. Giovinazzi. Stop it. Giovinazzi. Where was he? 2022. I can't even find it, can I?
What are you looking for? What are you Giovinazzi? You're looking for Antonelli? Oh yeah, let's. Oh my god, time for. The fuck is happening in the car? No. Joseph and Newgarden have apparently been talking. Let's see what he has to say. And then we can hopefully find the lost fish, and then we can place them in the chest room, and then
the integrity of the series is absolutely paramount. You know, the series has to hold everybody accountable regardless.
Man, the beliefs in how great IndyCar is. Man, come on. No.
Regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the intent, and they've done the right thing.
Yeah, true.
You know, by trying to throw the book at us, and they should. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
Oh my god, there's... Oh no, fuck me. Will this be... I thought it would be something interesting, but now it's... Fuck me. Okay, sure, keep talking your fucking speech.
What the intent was. If you broke a rule, you broke a rule, and you should suffer the consequences.
Oh my god, fuck me. 60 minutes of this? Really? How much more can you say? Oh, fuck
and
me.
The series has to uphold that.
Will you explain to how you did the sheet? Why the sheet was active? Have you forgot to remove the sheet? Like, the fuck will you mention?
Standard, and so it makes me, you know, it makes me proud that I'm a part of this series that does that. That's a series I want to be a part of. So I think the penalty's fair. It's, you know, it's crushing. I mean, you know, I'm gonna look back on it too and say, well, I don't want that win on my books either. I don't want it. I'm glad they're
true. The copium is real. Would it say the same if it was the 500 win? IndyCar 500? Hello. The fuck is called Indianapolis 500? Oh, fuck me.
They're taking it away. If it was tainted, then I don't want to be near it.
Those are the words of Joseph Newgarden speaking to the media for the first time since the scandal broke regarding push-to-pass usage at the St. Petersburg Grand Prix, which stripped Joseph Newgarden of that win. You'll hear much more from him later on in this video. Most of the talking in this video will be from Joseph Newgarden. It's very important that his side of the story is presented to you guys as he wants it presented, and that's why he did a press conference this morning. But I think it's also important to read the statements put out by his Penske Racing teammates Scott McLaughlin and Will Power. These went out on Twitter just a couple of days ago. First of all, Scott McLaughlin. I was not aware of the situation with the software. In this instance, I used a single, very brief 1.9 second deployment of push-to-pass in a section of the track at the exit of turn 9, where it is typically utilized throughout the race. I hit the button out of habit, but I did not pass any cars, nor did I gain any time advantage. The data which IndyCar has confirms all of this information. While I accept the penalty, I want to be clear that I did not gain any advantage over my competitors. And
I mean, you being able to drive faster, they do actually change things. You maybe don't necessarily gain anything by it, but you go faster. So actually you're lying.
And willpower. As per the rules, I did not utilize the push-to-pass capabilities during any start or restart during the St. Petersburg race. While I accept the penalty, I want it to be known that I did nothing wrong and followed the rules. And now...
Well, you didn't. Come on. That's why you got disqualified, because you didn't follow the rules. You maybe didn't want to break the rules, but you can't say you followed the rules. Fuck.
Here's an emotional Joseph Newgarden telling his side of the story this morning at Barber Motorsports Park.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to put out.
Is this... I mean, it sounds like he's got caught trying to murder someone. The fuck is this? Oh, maybe IndyCar is so holy for Americans. It's like committing a crime. One new fish for the collection. Let's go and...
out.
Oh my God, fuck
I didn't want to
me.
put out.
Stop killing me. Without sound.
Or, you know, try and do an interview over the phone or something like that. I just thought I thought it was really important to get in front of everybody and have an opportunity to chat.
No, fuck.
You know, with regards to the St. Petersburg race
Who cares?
ruling, I think at this point, it's really important to look at the facts of what happened. And
that
the facts
is
are extremely clear.
Okay, quiet. I don't wanna... Man, this will be fucking boring if I will continue. Okay, 320 fishes have been collected for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more fishes have been collected. So 332 plus 12. That will be an amazing day. Plus 129. We have... Fuck was it? Snooper. Snooper. Cyan Snooper. Then we have... Yeah, lots. Any Betty? Yes. Any more Betty? Oh, fuck me. I got one more. One color fish. Stripey, right? Nice. Do we have any briny blocked fish? One more Betty. Okay. Light blue. They were light blue, pink. No light blue, pink. Cyan Magenta. Cyan, fuck me. Cyan Magenta, okay. One less. Cyan Magenta, Cyan Magenta. And we have blockfish, purple brown. Purple brown, green brown. They were green, brown. And there we have Fuck me, -2. Dasher, glitter, dasher. Dasher, okay, grey, brown. Okay, brown, brown. Pink. And the wheel is pink. Flopper, there's loose Hamilton. A big flopper. Brown. Blue. There we have brown blue. No, we have brown, not brown blue, but we can place brown blue there. Cob. Grey, green. Sunstreak, stripy. Stripy, black, light blue. Black, light blue. Do we have black? Brown and pink. Brown and pink. Fuck, did I see brown? I didn't. Okay. Then we need to write. Uh, 320. 9 -2. Okay, back to
you know, there's
new garden. Let's go with the fishes to the.
There's no doubt that we were in breach of the rules at St. Petersburg. You know, I used push to pass at an unauthorized time twice on 2 different restarts. And there's really nothing else to it other than that. Those are the rules, and we did not adhere to them. I think it's, you know, for me, what's really important about that too is, you know, there's only one person sitting in the car. It's just me. And so that responsibility and the use of the push to pass in the correct manner falls completely on me. It is my responsibility to know the rules and the regulations at all points.
True.
To make sure that I get that right.
Of course.
And with that regard, you know, I failed my team miserably.
Yep.
A complete failure from my side.
Yeah, you should leave.
That right. You know, it's my job as the.
Oh my god. What the fuck is this? Why do you sit on this fucking high horse? You're in the dirt. Stop acting like you are something. Fuck me.
Leader of the 2 car to not make mistakes like that. You cannot make a mistake at this level.
Okay, should you fucking leave then? Or what the fuck are you trying to mention? I mean, I feel like you should leave the sport after this.
In that situation, there's
Sure.
no room for it. There's no room for that type of mistake.
Yeah, so
anywhere.
so will you leave the sport now? Or will you stay?
Or certainly not at the top level of motorsports.
Okay, so
And
leave.
I don't want to hide from that. It's
True.
You know, for me, it's an embarrassing situation to have to.
In my opinion, it's embarrassing to be in the car, but it's my opinion. But yeah. So will you leave it now?
To go through, you know, to see what's transpired. It's demoralizing in a lot of ways, And, you know, there's nothing that I can say that changes, you know, the fact of what happened. I mean, it's pretty clear. So, you know, that's why I say I think the facts are most important right now. I think that's what really matters.
Second time you said that. Fuck me, 4 minutes. It's fucking 12 minutes left.
I also think the truth is important.
I already said. Second or third time? Fuck is
and I think that there can be space for both of those things. So
facts, truth,
you know,
reels.
If there's anything that I wanted to come say too, I
want to
deeply apologize to our fans, our partners, my teammates, you know, the competitors that I race against, anybody.
Fuck me. So, not oft. You will often have already said all your sponsors after you win. You need to say them again. Come on, name drop every sponsor you have.
That's in our community. You know, I've worked my entire career to hold
New
myself
fish
to an incredibly high standard, and you know, clearly I've fallen very short of that.
Yeah, so fucking leave the sport. Your heresy is not allowed in IndyCar. You should be executed for this. Giving IndyCar a bad name, just you still breathing.
Respect. And you know, once again, I mean, I can't overstate. It's just it's a difficult thing to wrestle with. It's very, you know, it's a very embarrassing process to go through. And you know, I hope we can find a way forward after this. I mean, that's really all.
You will not, so just quit. You will never come back. Just end it. And then you end your Minecraft world.
What we can do is try and find a way forward after the fact. So I just wanted to come
delete
here and state
it.
that, and you know, I appreciate everybody's time and let me speak. Oh, of course, yes. No, I mean, I purposely was hitting the button. You know, the tough part is the intent. And I don't think that, you know, intent matters at this point. The facts are, when are you allowed to use push to pass? And the rules state that you're not allowed to use it until the alt-start finish line, and I didn't. So, yeah, it's very easy to tell when you're using the button. I know when I push the button, it's not anything that I would try and hide behind. It's also very obvious when you're using the button. It comes up on my dash. There's onboard cameras. You know, people see the telemetry updates. It's not something that you would hide from, and I'm...
Wait, the fuck, do you mean you should have already seen it? The fuck, what? The stuff you mentioned now sounds like you should already know that the stuff you did was already not allowed when you did the race. Fuck is you saying?
I'm not trying to hide from it. I know exactly when I push the button. So yeah, it's something you feel every single time. I mean, I don't know how you couldn't. It's a very obvious.
So you should have felt it when it's happened, right? What?
Thing. The tricky thing about this whole situation is I didn't know I did anything wrong until Monday after Long Beach. It's the first time I heard that I broke rules. You know, and
must feel really bad. Stop trying to kill me.
I knew if getting to this part was going to be difficult for me. You know, you guys can.
When you get caught cheating, and now you're trying to hide that you actually did the cheating.
You can call me every name in the book.
True.
Call me incompetent.
Oh! Man, so many words I can now say to him. He allowed me.
An idiot. Call me an asshole. Call me...
I mean, a lot of words that you maybe can't say on different platforms, right?
You know, stupid, whatever you want to call me. But I'm not a liar.
You're not lying, but you're wasting time.
And the story that I know, which is the truth, is almost
which is the truth.
Too convenient
True.
to be believable. And so, to answer your question, no, I didn't leave St. Pete thinking we pulled something over on somebody. I didn't know that we did something wrong until this week. And then I've had to wrestle with the fact that, you know, how do you explain a situation to people? You know, I know what happened. I know why it happened, and I don't think it's very believable. Even when
believable, super believable. You did something in I don't know what some testing, and you didn't change it back. It's super believable. But the stuff you mentioned sounds like you should have already seen it still working when it shouldn't. But yeah,
told the story back. I don't think any of us believe it'll be believable to somebody, but it's the truth.
New fish for the collection? Yes.
So no, just to answer your question, I didn't know I did something wrong in St. Pete, and maybe to elaborate on that, because there would be a follow-up. How did you know you didn't do something wrong? The key difference on the tooth car, which is important to understand, is that somehow, some way, we convinced ourselves that there was a rule change to restart specifically with overtake usage. And you say, well, how do you come up with this? This never happened before. The only place that this got introduced was with the thermal exhibition race. It's the only time, and
oh yeah, could shit. Fuck me, can I be from that?
In my time in IndyCar, where we've actually had a legitimate legal change of the push-to-pass system, where it's going to be operatable,
light blue,
operable at a time other than, you know, at the alt start finish line. It was going to be usable in qualifying too. There was a lot of discussion around it, and we somehow genuinely believed and convinced ourselves that at St. Pete the rule was now you can use it immediately on restarts. You don't have to wait till the alt start finish line. It's going to be available immediately. And I even wanted the team to remind me of.
So you make it even more believable that for some reason you thought it was okay. Why didn't you start with that first? Then saying that, oh my god, it makes you sound like you lied or should have known. Now you're telling the reason why you didn't say anything when you maybe should have known. It's because you thought you did the right thing.
This so that I didn't forget. I'm like, well, if I, you know, whenever you get something new as a driver, you're always like, please remind me. It's easy for me to forget this stuff with everything going on inside the car. And I specifically asked for that too. We all knew about that. And so what's the craziest part of the story is the software issue that no one knew about just perpetuated that belief even further. So then you go through St. Pete, you go through thermal where it's an actual change and everybody's using it. And then you go to Long Beach and it's still in the car. And the first time that any of us hear about this software issue or mistake is of warm-up. And the even crazier part of that is, even when you learn about the software issue that no one knew about and it was fixed, I still believed the procedural difference on restarts was in applied for Long Beach. I tried to do the exact same thing leading the race at Long Beach. I even pushed the button. I came over the radio. I said, hey, the overtake's not working correctly. I said it throughout the whole first lap because it wasn't working right. I mean, I don't know how or why in your right mind you would do that. Why would I, you know, did I try and come up with a conspiracy and then cover it's not. The truth is somehow we got that mixed up and it somehow got entangled.
It must be on your face.
And it's created some ridiculously unbelievable storyline now. But the facts of the matter are, I used it illegally. I wasn't allowed to.
Yep.
And
new fish for the collection.
You know, I can't change that. Whatever I say going forward will not change those facts.
But holy shit, it looked really close to... Fuck, can we get the stuff up? This one. Here we have. It looks really close to this one. But it had more orange in the middle. Okay, back to New Garden. Oh shit, it's soon done. 6 minutes more.
And, you know, it kills me that it doesn't. I wish.
Man, what the fuck didn't you start with this? Instead of this fucking I did nothing wrong tour, and then just explain why stuff happened like it.
Go back in time and somehow, you know, reverse all this, but I can't. And, you know, I thought about this a lot. I was like, I don't want to put out a statement. You know, I two things matter to me. Accountability, and we have to be held accountable for any sort of mistake. Whether you meant to do it or not, you got to be held accountable.
Yeah, okay, you already said that for time.
And you know, today I want to be held accountable for what I did and the actions I took, and I want to tell people the truth. And those are the two things that I wanted to achieve this morning. So, you know, if I do that, I can leave here and I can feel good about anything going forward. Yeah, it's been a weird week, a very weird week. You know, I learned about this on Monday. I stayed in California with my family. We were there till Wednesday. I had a conversation with a couple different people on Monday, which was the first time that I was able to put two and two together. That one, the software issue, you know, was a problem that we didn't know about, and that also we were incorrect. We didn't have the procedure correct on what was allowed and not allowed now on restarts. And it's crazy how this works. When you do something wrong and you didn't know you did something wrong, it doesn't hit you immediately. You know, you get told that and you think, oh wow, that's crazy to hear that this is what's happening. And then you move to Tuesday.
True.
And it starts to really hit you that you're like, oh, this is a big problem now. This is a really big problem.
Why?
And then it comes out on Wednesday, and you know, there's a whole different set of emotions that come into play with that, because it's a true reality.
Yeah, it's time to leave the sport. You're not doing the sport any justice, so just leave.
It's something you can't control. You know, none of us can control this. None of us can change it.
Nope. So being in the sport will just give it a bad name. So it's time to just leave it. Oh my god, 2 new fishes for the collection, hopefully. God, don't swim away. Oh fuck me, don't kill the fish. Okay, we have magenta cyan, purple and brown. And then trident, can we get it? No trident. Get back to New Garden.
And you know, it's all I don't know how to describe it other than that.
Oh my god, one more fish.
I've looked at everything. I don't know how you can't. You know, I know what's been said. You know, I know how people feel, and
light gray.
And you just have to. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You just have to live with it.
Yeah, it's time to leave the sport. You will just, like I said, you will give the IndyCar a bad name just being in the sport. So you should leave this holy sport that really few people in America actually care about. Maybe time for Formula 1.
When I learned there was a real issue here, I go, how is this possible?
Yeah,
like
in this IndyCar sport, that's the greatest and holiest sport ever. How can we do anything wrong in this sport? That's how you did.
Who safeguards this stuff? And then I learned after the fact that this has been possible for anybody at any point. So it's also not complex. It's very simple. If you break down exactly what happened, it's extremely simple what happened. And anybody could. It kind of baffled me that anybody could have done that. There was no sort of checks and balance in place.
Yeah, actually true. If they have realized it after, whenever. Wait, the fuck? Oh my god, the first race. Oh my god, how did you get this problem in the first race? I was thinking, oh, this happened after this special weird race stuff, the 1 million challenge. But nope, it's happened for some reason after something else. Oh my god. Weird.
And I'm not trying to point the finger at anybody. It doesn't absolve us from anything. But I was shocked to learn that there was no safeguard in place. It was just that this could have happened at any point and no one knew about it. You know, it's important to state, and I think it's the truth. I don't know that anybody is going to believe what I've told you here today, and that's okay. I mean, I think it's a crazy set of circumstances to try and, you know, just reason with. It's certainly not going to come from words, you know. I mean, it's just going to take, you know, repetitive action. So that's all you can do is just repetitive action.
Fish for the collection.
Hopefully, you know, I can stand on that in the future.
Also, so, fish that look similar to
takes,
something else.
How many years? If I'm given the time, I'll just try and, you know, earn it through action. We hold ourselves to a really high standard. Really high standard. I mean,
yeah, because the IndyCar is so worth it. The standard in IndyCar is like God's work. You can't get wrong with it. Or you should just get executed, right? Doing anything bad in this holy sport is the greatest heresy you can ever do.
Everybody knows that. You know, we don't have any room. We have no room to, you know, deviate from that. And so, you know, whether you meant to make a mistake or you just did, it doesn't matter, you know. If it's by accident or by design, it's not acceptable.
Okay,
so
true.
It's hard to wrestle with it, you know, when it happens, you know, regardless of the circumstances. You know, I can't speak on Roger's behalf, but just from my side, yeah, I think we hold ourselves to a really high standard, and you know, we.
Well, you didn't. Why you did the mistake? That I wouldn't say any high standard at all.
Certainly, I mean, I can speak for myself. You know, I fell short of it, and I just apologize to anybody that, you know, we've offended with it. It's.
Oh my God! Do people in IndyCar get offended by this? Maybe people that are... Oh my God, what's his name? Pato Ward didn't get to celebrate his win.
You know, I can't say much more than that. I'm sorry it happened.
And so, yeah, there's not much I can really add to that at this time. Certainly.
No, you can't, because like, the whole footage clip was necessary. The rest was just copying what he already said, so if you would have said anything, it would be the third time something would have been said.
Certainly, Joseph Newgarden has stated his side of the story. Certainly emotional, as I would expect you would be in this situation. Certainly, it's going to be up to the court of public opinion, both in the fan base and with his competitors, whether this apology and explanation are accepted. It's certainly a compelling case, but I think it's important as well that IndyCar continues to investigate this issue to make sure that that is indeed a truthful statement. And I think that Joseph Newgarden has really proven himself to have some integrity.
Oh my God, yeah, true. Not at all false. Yeah.
And guts, frankly, to go in front of the media and do it and speak to this situation in the way that he has. It's certainly a respectable way that Joseph Newgarden, I think, has handled this situation given the circumstances. So,
I mean, I would maybe agree if it started like after 6 minutes and stopped after like 6 minutes. Then I would 100% agree with he did a great job. But all this wasted time, no, fuck me. That's too much.
We'll tell as this story develops, if anything else comes of it.
One new fish for the collection.
It's in the court of public opinion, I believe, and certainly the
no,
comment section is going to be popping off.
Fucking McDonald's colors. Yeah, fuck me, it's time to... Oh my God. go to the chest room. Yeah, just 4 more buckets. Can you see the love that comes now? Light gray blue. And a new fish. Nope. Okay, how many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Nice. Oh, fuck me. Go away. That's so I can see how many if I forget. 31 plus 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 331, 9, 69, 69, 369, 3,369 more fishes is needed to be collected. Hi. The future looking really bright. Let's see, did I get one color fish? Yeah, light blue. Was it just one? Yes, light blue clayfish. Nice. Oh, did he?
This video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sure this is going to be a healthy debate, and we'll see you in the next video.
Oh my god. We need Ferrari ad. What can this be about? No, didn't stop it fast enough. Okay, go away. Okay, that was Joseph Newgarden, right? And his St. Pete problem in the car that made Pato Award getting the win in the end. Wait, the fuck? Nobody, no, there we have the Betty. Purple brown. Brown orange. Purple black. Brown. Okay, -1. Okay, purple black. Purple brown. Brown orange, remove 1. So -1. Not fun. Okay. Fuck me, one more Betty. Fuck. Then Brinley. Dasher. Then 1 glitter. 2 glitter. 1 cob. Sunstick snooper. The 4 glitter. 1 glitter. 1 cob. 1 sunstick snooper. 1 sunstick snooper. 1 glitter. 1 cob. 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 1 sunstick snoo This must be Magnanta. Nope. Really? Fuck. Green, Magnanta, green, brown, cyan. Do we have any? Do we have cyan? Cyan green, cyan Magnanta. Light blue. Do you have a light blue? Where the fuck? I'm so fucking bad at placing them right. Oh, blue, light, gray. This. Oh my god, fuck me. Okay, go away. Briley, we had this blockfish. Orange, light blue. Light grey, I mean. What more? Dasher. Pink, light blue. Flopper is, like always, Lewis Hamilton. Red, yellow. White. There we have white. White pepper, white orange. Purple white. Cob. Orange light blue. Orange light blue. There were orange. Wait, what? The orange light blue. The fuck did I get orange? Oh, they're light blue. Wait, what? Oh my god. Orange, yellow, orange, light blue. Now we have Snooper. Oh my god, here we have Snooper. Blue cyan. Oh, blue yellow. Blue yellow, blue cyan. Light gray. Light blue. Gray. Yep, okay, -1. So 330. Must be 5 I made. What the fuck did I make? Okay, yeah, 5. And then we release this fish and then we end it. $330 fishes. Oh my god, I got 2 more. Man, so 3 fishes of that. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, oh, not tomorrow. Well, tomorrow it will be probably qualifying and stuff in the car. Then the day after it's the race, in the car. So that will be happening this week. And probably more Formula 1 news